Ahoy there, mates. This is Conquest, otherwise known as Yuma, and today I'm going to be covering our Season 1 journey here in Sea of Conquest. A lot of the recordings were recorded with live commentary during the day it happened, so I'll let you know when it's live commentary and I'll let you know when it's post commentary, where I'm giving my thoughts present time of this recording of the actual video that I'm making right now. This is mainly more for my gang mates, anyone that's joining in, or just memories for the day one players that were here with us. But I hope that anyone else that doesn't even play the game or is just fond of my YouTube videos enjoys this journey. There's a lot of betrayal, a lot of drama, but also a lot of victories, a lot of fun. So share it in this moment, our victories and defeats together. Thank you so much. Hope you enjoy. And let's get right into it, starting with the day it all started, March 15th, our first stronghold. What's up, guys? Yuma here, aka Conquest and server 344 of Sea of Conquest. And this is my guild, Sin, aka Uncharted. And yeah, this is day 3. And we're just about to take our first stronghold, the very beginning of our journey here. We got all the mates that could make it today. Props to Fred. Little did I know what awaits us in chapter 4. Fred was the biggest regret of my life here in the seas of Conquest. Rogue Wave, No Quit, Night Owl, Jellyfish Slayer, Little John, Top Spot, John Larry, Black Wolf, Lax. I'm probably butchering the name. I apologize. And Masher. Awesome stuff, guys. Appreciate everyone that can make it. And we got 45 seconds. You want to look at the leaderboards. I'm ranked 48 right now. In the server, or in our region, Sea of Sin, ranked 13. And it's a big battle between VIP and Sin, which is our guild. So VIP is a Spanish guild. As you can see, we have a big lead on them due to my recruitment skills. I've been poaching people from VIP, Fred and New Yorker, and a couple of others, as well as poaching from NNO. So a lot of the people I've just kind of directly PM'd and got them to join us. But here we are, siege starts. Artillery ships can defeat normal garrisons, but you just need enough shells. Okay, perfect. So I guess we're just attacking. Is that right? Have I not been attacking this whole time? Damn, my apologies. Alright, perfect. So this is how the fight looks, and wow, we are destroying this thing. Apparently only one guild can declare war on a stronghold at a time, and that was really smooth, really easy. Now we have our territory, looks awesome, and we're going to be working towards getting some new territory and expanding as fast as possible, because we want to expand northwards towards the level 2 cities here. So we're all the way down here, and we have to get to the level 2 cities and then eventually to the level 3 city. We still got time because they all have peace timers. This one is, I believe, 2 days. Uh, 3 days. And Golden Coast is almost 6 days. So it's good to know. Right now we are expanding rapidly. Good to see. Good work from everyone here. We're all splitting up to work on these towers. Wow, we are capturing these towers really quickly. It's insane how fast we're capturing them. Can we go for this tower? No, we can't yet. We have to wait for occupants. So we're just waiting. Oh, we have to be on top for it to go faster. Got it. We're just talking about VIP's strategic point. So our enemies, VIP, is literally right over here. Let's see how they're doing. We got 2 sentry towers. They're very slow compared to us. Yeah, top spot's worried that VIP is going to get gold port. This gold port is right above them. We're a little bit more to the southeast, but we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ports advantage. They only have 2. There's nothing else around them, so they're really struggling. I mean, they can try to fight us for Mountainous Bay, but most likely we'll get there before they do. So we'll get all the territory and get Deer Town before they can. Especially because we have more active members than they do. I'm not too worried. Yeah, we're taking these rather quickly, which is good. Alright, perfect. Awesome. So this is pretty much it for the recording. I'll get back to you guys once we have a little bit of a recap update on where we are. But great work, guys. Doing amazing. This is day 3 again, and we've already got ourselves a stronghold real fast, and we're expanding at a rapid pace. Love to see it. And this is a recording of the next day, day 4, March 16th. You can see our territory versus VIP's territory. We've connected all our territory and covered all the level 1 ports. We just unlocked the level 1 ports through Grand Odyssey, so we're taking over our very first one in this footage, as you can tell. A lot of old faces now that I'm kind of talking over present time of what was recorded 2 months ago. Farewell to Top Spot and Lax, EMD, Jane Friday. They no longer play, so unfortunate to see. Some other names here, which will not be mentioned, as you will find out further into the chapters as we go into future recordings where they have where they ended up. But as you can see, we're all kind of learning the ropes of how this port takeover works. We're understanding that we have a siege ship now, and we need to bring cannonballs from the nearby port to the siege ship, so the siege ship can help us take down the stronghold, or not stronghold, sorry, the port. Pretty straightforward, pretty clear. Just whittling it down right now. Fast forward a bit, we're looking through the Odyssey right now, just to show you where we are, as well as the rankings. And then you can tell that I fell in power. We are currently rank 2 in the server. We can start seeing GDR, new, and whatnot. And in our server, the Sea of Sin, we're still rank 1 by a huge amount. Influence, power, everything. We're beating VIP quite badly. VIP later on. I don't know if I share recordings of it, but they start to fill out that bottom part of their near their stronghold for no reason. They don't really know how to use their territory or flag strategically. They just kind of fill it in like a coloring book, which is what really helped us get ahead of them. As you can see earlier, I showed that we were pretty much close to their level 3 Golden Coast port, the highest level port in the first seas, the outer seas. So yeah, this is pretty much a recording of that. And we're going to declare on the next one, and pretty much we take over all of it. And yeah. Fast forward a little bit, and you can see we're connecting our territory to VIPs, and we're just kind of cutting off their territory so they can't get to Golden Coast. And pretty much this is the end of VIP. In future footage, you won't see VIP anymore. We've pretty much decimated them after this recording. So I forgot to record our achievements, like getting the gate, the level 2 gate. So this is day 12. We're almost at the 2-week mark. The inner seas opened up over the weekend. Right now it is Monday, the 25th of March that I'm recording this. As you can see, since our last recording, VIP is no longer alive. We actually absorbed a VIP. We kind of cut them off. VIP was over here, if I last recall, from the previous recording. But unfortunately, they just didn't have good management. Oh, it was over here, actually. So, like, they weren't expanding at all. Their leadership kind of gave up. So a lot of those members came over to Sin Uncharted. As you can see, we're no longer using the stronghold. We actually deleted. We basically got all these ports here. We got all the level 1s, the level 2s, the level 1s. We got all the level 2s and 1s here as well. So we branched out all across the inner seas. Not inner seas, sorry. The Sea of Sin. Got all the ports. Once we accomplished that, we got ready for the gate takeover right here at the Dragon's Cave. As you can see, I wish I recorded it. I apologize, I didn't do that for members of Sin that are watching. But we got prepared for the inner sea, and we'll just talk about that in a bit. But yeah, so we basically abandoned all our territory here. We got Lava Island as our stronghold just for passive income, because having these outposts do give us gold, generate gold income. We are keeping our level 2s right now until we're fully assimilated into the inner seas, the Pirate of Paradise seas. We got rid of Mirage Bay. We are in a non-aggression pact with NNO as of day 12. They have not been able to get their gate for the past 2 days. I'm trying to get them to merge with us, but their leader's been a bit unresponsive in that regard. So I might just poach their members. We'll see in the next recording update. But yeah, so we got NNO here. WTH we were also nap with, but they're pretty much a small gang, and I don't think they're gonna be making much progress. If anything, it looks like they're being circled by ULN. So ULN is actually beating WTH. So we might see WTH merge with us at some point, hopefully. I hope they don't just quit. Very unfortunate that they're getting swarmed. Unfortunately, I know they're at war with ULN, but we can't help them. We're very busy expanding. So I think it was Saturday we got access to Pirate of Paradise. So we've been expanding for the past 2 days, since yesterday and now today. Our plan, of course, MVP strategist Fred, he did a 2-prong approach. We circled around Ghost Bay, and we did 2 different lines. So we have an outer line and an inner line. So it's like a double line of defense in case they our new foes, QEG, somehow tries to cut us off. We have a second line to rely on, so our whole territory doesn't break off, which is very smart. We also got Kings Bay here. I apologize for the barking. Hold up. We're good, Chloe. No more barking. The people upstairs are hella noisy. It's ridiculous how noisy they are. Uh, I'm probably gonna cut this portion out, but yeah. So as I was saying before, I got rudely interrupted. So we got Kings Bay here. We branched out, got it, and then we destroyed our territory because we got to focus on getting port 5. Here is port level 5, Palazzo, and it was basically QEG and us. It was a race against the clock. Every minute count, every 2020 speed up buff counted. So I'm very thankful for everyone that participated. The whole gang really worked together. That's what I really pride our gang on. We always help each other, and we just have the best participation. And honestly, I couldn't ask for more. My members are amazing. You guys are awesome. So honestly, doing great. We are trying to cut off QEG here. They're trying to get around us. So we luckily will cap this before they do. So we'll be able to block their path. Our initial plan was to surround City of Dice so they couldn't get it at all. And then get also the surround the port 5. We weren't able to make it in time because we were both pretty much even in terms of time. But we got more frequent or more consistent level 5 speed ups, and sometimes they don't have level 5. For those who don't know what I'm talking about, which I think everyone does, you can see here they have level 5 now. You need 20 ships on the clock, but sometimes they didn't meet the 20 ship threshold, so they would always fall short. So honestly, it's going to be intense. I know we're going to be having a war with QEG soon. Right now, Calypso, our other R4 officer, spoke to their leader, and we have a semi-nap right now, non-aggression pact. We're only fighting each other for bounties and warrants and for the port level 5. But I have a feeling after we're done here in a couple hours or next day, they might try to take this territory of ours because they got 2 grids, 2 towers on the level 4 town, City of Dice, and we only have 1 tower. So if they actually delete this tower before the war time, we won't be able to recover it in time to declare war. So this is very bad for us. They might pull that move on us, which is going to be very yikes. We got to be sure to defend this as much as possible. From what it looks here, though, luckily we don't have to wake up early in the freaking morning. The war times are now at reset, which is perfect for us. So that's our most active point. We'll be ready to defend if they try to pull any shady shit on us. So we just got to be ready for that. But yeah, tensions are high. We're all racing to get to port 5 right now. We have the leverage. As you can see, they're 1, 2, 3 short. We're only 1, 2 short from our current capturing timers. And as you can see, we also have a lot more territory here covered just in case they do start attacking. We have a lot of defenses and towers placed. We just did a really good job. Fred did an amazing job with our research. We were always on point with it. So we actually have 30 to 40 towers to work with. And honestly, I'm sure that QEG is falling behind in terms of towers. They're probably running out, or they have very little. Because if we look at leaderboards and we go to influence, not influence, sorry, savvy strength. Oh, actually, QEG is ahead of us. So they might be even tie to tie. They might have enough sentry towers. I'm not too sure. I think it's because they were doing a lot of level 1 researches. We've been doing a lot of stacked research, so our timers are longer. See, 4 out of 5. That's definitely a long time. 4 out of 5, 3 out of 5, 2 out of 5. But we've been focusing on the important stuff. They probably went for all these level 1 things that we don't need. At least don't need right now. It's not a priority. We definitely, they only have, if we look at the rankings here, power, they are rank 5 or rank 3. There is a 40 power gap or 39 mil power gap. We have a 126 member cap. They only have a 110. So we're 16 above them on that. And we have some people from QEG actually joining us. I'm not sure if it's going to fall through or not, but we had some conversation thanks to our new member, Bemused here, who came from QEG. QEG apparently has some discord going on, disorder. There's not a lot of cohesiveness. They don't seem to have good management. R4s are just doing their own thing, whereas our R4s have a specific role, each one of them. So if that's true, we might be able to cause some inner turmoil within QEG. My only gripe right now is that QEG has more activity during the night time. They have a lot of more European players. So while all else NA people are sleeping, they might just do like a nighttime raid, which isn't too bad because these timers for towers take forever. It's like an hour. So the most they can do is maybe take 4 or 5 hour towers. We can recover that. They do have some off times of their own. If we do get to poach, hopefully we get Lord Vista here. And there's also Big Red, which isn't helping them because he plans on joining us after Showdown. We are, speaking of Showdown, by the way, since I'm doing this recap video, we are in the finals and we're versing QEG. How ironic. The only issue is I want to root for Sin. I want to root for my own gang. It's going to be very tight, so I don't want to bet just because I don't want to make a gamble. I'm not a gambler. Sorry, guys. But as you can see, QEG has a 15 mil whale, #1 power. We have their second runner-up in the 5th power slot. We do have amazing Maverick and Tim A, rank 3 and 4, and then rank 9 for QEG, Golden Frag, and then our 3rd powerful is rank 10. So it's pretty even, but like Vault is just way ahead. 3 mil is huge. So that's the only issue that we're going to be encountering in the Showdown. If Vault didn't exist, let's be real, we would have, this whole thing would have been ours, to be honest. It would have been a fun fight, but it wouldn't be as intense as it is right now, which, you know, I guess that's why we play the game, for these intense moments. But man, Vault makes me so nervous, and I'm sure it makes a lot of our guys nervous. But I believe in our team. I believe in our participation. We have a lot more active players going on, and a lot more helpers. As you can see, a lot more towers and territories being captured, whereas they only have 1, 2, 3 active. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 active. So as you can tell, we're doing a lot more, and I appreciate that. So amazing work to our gang, amazing work to all the people who are joining in. I appreciate you guys so very much, and I'm glad you guys are enjoying the gang. And hopefully the next recap we do amazing. Yeah. So future Conquest here, or present Conquest, whatever you want to call it. This footage is the skirmish that we had, the very first skirmish that we had with QEG, the Hats family. Now this is the pivotal decision moment that changed the course of history for Sin Uncharted, put us in bad relations with QEG, and also made us weaker. Now this all happened because a conflict of interest between 2 of my officers, R4 Calypso and R4 Fred. So previously in the other recording that happened, I said that Calypso took the initiative without my knowledge to speak with Golden Frag about a deal for the better of Uncharted, I'm sure, to basically have a nap instated and only fight for the Port 5 and you know, have preparations to kind of work together for season 2. You know, all's well. This is a great plan. Didn't do it with my consent though, however, and but you know, it's already been done. Calypso said that's what happened, and they agreed. And so R4 Fred disagreed. They didn't like that Calypso did that, and wanted to take QEG's towers because that was the initial plan, to cut off QEG's towers, so it's not connecting to the port, so we can secure the port for City of Dice port level 4, as well as the port level 5 Palazzo. Ultimately, we ended up on a vote in the chat, so we get the people, the rest of the gang, to kind of get their input as well. And a lot of them was a majority of at least trying to go to war with QG and see how we fare. So of course, this means blindsiding the agreement that Calypso and Golden Frag had in place. So this is a very morally questionable move. And obviously from QEG's standpoint, being blindsided is a no-go. No one wants to be blindsided. So of course they are rightfully angry with us. And we were doing really well. I thought just our numbers, because we were reputable for being very active. Like, we had more activity than QEG did. We had more players participating in everything. However, Vault, the iconic Vault that plagues us to this day, the #1 player from our server, is in QEG. And Vault alone single-handedly stopped the whole rebellion. Vault killed like all of us so many times that we lost all our sailors. We had no more sailor reserves, so without sailors, all our ship HP will stay at 0. So we were not able to function or do anything at one point, because Vault would just kill us so easily. He one-shot like pretty much 80% of the crew. And unfortunately, we didn't have Timmy or Maverick. They were for the war as well, but Timmy and Maverick have such weird activity times that they could not help at all with the war. So this was a terrible move, a terrible decision, and it's really mainly management plus myself at fault for letting this happen to us. Because of this moment, basically Vault would, once we took the towers, Vault would just one-shot or two-shot the towers. He would solo the tower, capture it, and then they would push us further. So we would lose more than we gained, and it was just not sustainable. So a long battle of attrition was not possible because Vault alone carried QEG. So this was a fatal mistake. Eventually, I think a day or two later, I kind of come to terms with QEG. Finally, my first time talking to Golden Frag, their leader, and just saying, hey, we can keep fighting each other. Let's just not fight for territory. We've already confirmed that, you know, level 4 City of Dice and level 5 Palazzo are yours to take. And he was graciously enough allowed us to kind of survive into the center of the map for the port 6 fight and whatnot. So yeah, it was just very messy. During this time, we also got a merger with Never Back Down, aka MBD, who had troubles with RUS, as well as we got a merger with GDR, I forgot their full name, who had troubles with New. So we all had troubles with a dictator gang, us having dictator QEG, MBD having dictator RUS, and GDR having dictator and New. So all of us have that feeling of being suppressed, so we all kind of grouped up together, and it was a fairly successful merge. Unfortunately, things later on took a turn for the worse. A lot of our people left, a lot of the whales left to QEG because they want to be opportunists and gain the rewards for the port 4 and the port 5, because, you know, you get first takeover rewards for claiming those ports. And since we're not getting the port 5 and QEG is, they moved over to QEG. So we lost a lot of people, including Timmy, Maverick. Calypso also left because of this. And it was just so messy, and you're going to find out in the next chapter, chapter 4, what happens, which made things even worse for us here at Sin. It was definitely an unforgettable moment for us, but it's also a time where everyone kind of united we became even stronger through adversity. So I'm very proud that our family stayed together and grew together even through this. So this is the fourth week. Just a quick recap. This is our very first capture of the level 6 port. And honestly, it feels good to have a level 6 port. We ran into a lot of issues. This is how it looks since the last time. I think the last time I was recording, we were still down here getting Burglar's Port and fighting with QEG. Now, as you can see, QEG kind of already won the fight as they got the level 5 port and the level 4 port. We couldn't fight them. It was just too much fighting Vault. Vault alone, there wasn't even Wolf at the time. We had like really strong people, but there's no one that could take out Vault, and Vault would kill all of us, and then we would have no more sailor reserves, which was a problem. But so we were actually over here around Alexandria, but we had a mishap where Fred, who was with us since day 2, moved our gang flag to Lava Island in Deer Town. And we didn't have any territory here connected. Gang flag is what connects the territory. As you can see, we have it at Burglar's Port now. We just moved it from Deer Town. It was a mess, basically, all I can say. All our territory here was cut off. So everything was deactivated from Burglar's Town up. So we already had the Hermes Rift. We were all around Alexandria. But because of Fred betraying us, basically he quit because it was too hard. He said QEG was going to kill the server. And he wanted us to go all out war with QEG, which is a terrible move, which is why he did what he did. He rage quit pretty much and put everything on abandon. I'll show screenshots of that. Put everything on abandon. Luckily, Maspero, who joined us from NBD, never backed down, was logged in on time to unabandon everything. But it was very bad. It was very bad. It set us back 3 days. The gang flag had a 3-day cooldown. So while we were waiting 3 days to get our territory reconnected and everything, like we were building from Deer Town, get the Dragon's Cave, we had to drop the Hermes Rift, and then build all the way back to Burglar's Port to connect. You can see we still have the pathway up, just to get back some of our territory, but we still had to wait 3 days because we couldn't just capture Hermes Rift without disconnecting Dragon's Cave. But if we do that, all our territory would have still disconnected because the gang flags are down here. So we need this gate to connect all the territories within the inner seas. But we can't get this gate because it was just very complicated. But yeah. Anyways, just really happy that we finally got this. Super ecstatic. I tried to get a response from Fred, but he never responded as to why he did what he did. He just rage quit because we wouldn't go to war with QEG. And I said no to the war with QEG because it was just going to be suicide. You know, none of us would survive. Everyone else would have quit. So if he really wanted to quit, he could have just quit on his own. But he was going to be selfish enough to sabotage and make it worse for everyone involved. This is just an image of us killing Fred after we kicked him out. And that was the last we ever saw of him. If I recall, he changed his name to Rum Booty Booter or whatever. But he never logged in ever since. So, fuck you, Fred. You're a scumbag loser. And we're doing better. We're still alive. And we're not dead. Ultimately, this is the end of Season 1. This is how the map looked when Season 1 ended. Actually, RUS lost their port for a while. They got pushed back because they were complaining too much and QEG didn't like them complaining. So they pushed Russ off their port 6, port 4, and port 5. but gave it back to them after season 2, trying to make amends because they didn't want to kill off RUS, and RUS wasn't gonna die off anyways. They seemed to be very stubborn and wanted to take revenge on QEG in season 2, which present day I think they might be siding with the enemy, and I think, you know, they're just trying to survive, just like we are. So I don't really have much opinions on that. New, they are a dead guild now. They have no one left. But this is how they look now. New used to have Arthur's Town, but New merged into QEG, so QEG took Arthur's Town as well. So QEG got 3 port 6s and the port 7. We still have the port 6 Eden solo, which is funny because Night Owl likes to make the joke that we're Sin, but we're in Eden. Biblical joke. But yeah, this is how it looks. Special thanks to Stony, Maspero, Fitsta, VMR Calamity, as well as Rising Sun for standing up and taking charge when we lost all our R4s, since Calypso, New Yorker went to QEG and Fred rage quit. We really needed the R4s, and they really, you know, stood up to the plate and took charge. Especially VMR, Calamity, and Stony definitely helped us in season 2, because right when season 2 started, April 25th, I had to go to Japan, and I wasn't gonna come back till May 1st. For 6 days I was gone. So we did really good. But that's for season 2 video. But this is the end of season 1. Thank you guys, everyone that has been a part of this season 1 journey. Special thanks to all these people. Let's go and look at it real quick. A lot of people have died since, but thank you to Mercia, Tickle Fight, for staying. Tickle Fight was one of our top whales, still our top whale, and still with us. Appreciate your loyalty so much. Thank you, Mad Hatter. Thank you, Stony, Ludwig, Masher, VMR Calamity, Magister Lord, Rising Sun, Tech Support. Tech Support got jokes. He's the clown of the gang. I love him. Karina, Flint, 50-year-old gamer, aka Ouch Tech, Demonica, Baby Spits, Blue Ball. I don't remember Mr. Black too much. He might have name changed, but thank you so much. Rocco from GDR joining us. Nightfall, Stugots 2, Big Pimpin', Raven Rosia, Jack from NNO, Mora. Thank you for being with us for a long time. Rogue Wave as well. Turop, good to see all of them. Trader never talks, but still with us somehow. Ota, probably a spy, I'm not gonna lie. He's only rank 63 or level 63. That's kind of sus. Murda still around, not as much, but thank you so much. Maspero, I don't think I said your name, but from MBD, thank you so much. Been a true inspiration to us. Otter Chaos, False Name, Don, Yami, Balboa, Fabio, Lord Fitsta, Lucky Mermaid, Dexter, Joe Bidon, or Red Dawn as we like to call him. And all these others are, I think, new people. Alice still around. Ahila's new bro. Silk, Isafane, Huckster, Bounty, Knockin, Mad KM, Night Owl. Mugiwara still around. That's surprising. Some of these people never talk though. Who else was here? Henry Darktide, rest in peace. 4 days inactive now. Lucky Ducky, Booty Hunter, Salty Devil, Like Master Thumper, Black Swan, Special, Flippers, Galactica, Ted Kunsto, I don't remember. Faraday, Mr. Sunshine, Raven Rain, True MVP, Big Grumpy, rest in peace, Boneheart. Rest in peace to the rest of these guys. Sipa Paga, Double Ducky, Kristen 7, White Wolf, Shawhall Parrots. Yeah, there's a lot dying out, unfortunately. Rest in peace to them. Fred 8, still playing. Never talks. Always question if he's just another Fred, but I doubt it. Yeah. What the Hobbs, rest in peace. And that's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for this journey of season 1, and hope to see the rest of these guys in season 2. and into Season 3. Cheers, guys. This is Yuma, otherwise known as Conquest, and I'll see you in the next video.